Hello and welcome to another Wackimus HD Figure Reviews, where this time we're taking a look at the final and last member of the Fans Project Motor Squad, the leader, known as Diesel. And here we start off in alt mode, which for Diesel here is this big rig semi-truck, done in classic black and silver with highlights of bright purple. Although being still on the small scale of things when comparing Diesel to his fellow team members, and the likes of other big rig Transformers, Diesel is still surprisingly long when you first get him out of package, and makes up for the lack of any trailer turning axis with gob amounts of molded in detail. Still, for some this has been a point of disappointment and contention, but still for others I think it's seen more as a nostalgic quality that reminds the fans of the old G1 days. Either way, one thing can be said, and that's Diesel certainly finishes off this Motor Squad team. A built-in feature, which is kind of an Easter egg of sorts left by Fans Project, can be utilized in alt mode, giving some of a different play option in vehicular mode, requiring to remove the entire rear section of the trailer, and removing and replacing the trailer doors on the now shortened front section leaves you with the option of having Diesel as a small box delivery truck that I rather like the looks of. Of course, we gotta keep on trucking with this review, so let's get this guy morphed into robot mode. And here we have Diesel in robot mode, and he looks fantastic. Right off the bat though, I'm going to say that I, like many, dislike the back kibble this guy comes with. However, it's nice that you're able to easily remove these pieces off the ball joint system they're attached to, and I think you'll agree this gives Diesel a much more cleaner silhouette in the end. Diesel comes with a couple accessories in this mode in the form of the trailer doors we saw earlier. These can split apart and fold to form two shotgun style blasters that can peg into his hands using a 5mm peg. And when he's armed, the thought comes to mind, mobster. Which is kinda nice because it goes along with his bio provided in the instructions. And speaking of bios, all these guys are worth a read, I think. I found them very fun and enjoyable, painting each one of the Motor Squad with his own unique and personal character, and solidifying each's role within the team. Diesel comes with a couple more accessories in his base mode here, one being with use with the shotguns that we saw earlier, and this small weapons pack. Combining the two sets allow you to form Diesel a large sniper rifle. Now what's really cool about this, besides how powerful his bio says it is that Diesel not only can use this weapon in his base mode here, but this will become his combined form rifle as well. The rifle components consist of a clip to attach the two shotguns, two barrel extenders, and a block of mechanical bolt that will form his handle in his robot mode that attaches onto the rear section of the gun. The result is a really impressive rifle that looks like it can carry quite a punch. Let's just hope Diesel can handle the recoil of the rifle. His second set of accessories include pretty much all the leftover bits from his alt mode. These are the pieces that form the rear of his semi-truck, which can break apart into individual armaments to be placed onto Diesel, forming what is known as his Intimidator mode. The first blasters simply use the combiner ports to peg on, and the second bits just peg into his back via a couple slots. What shocked me is how stable mine tended to be, even with all this bulk added on. This mode utilizes storage of all of Diesel's alt mode in one solid block of bulked up robot, which is a nice option to have. But as many fans, you'll probably love this or hate it depending on your taste. I'm personally a lover of it though. I really like what they went for here with all of its craziness. The real surprise for me, though, is just how big Diesel is, armored or unarmored. But really, let's face it, who cares what this guy looks like in robot mode or Intimidator mode? The fact is most people are buying this guy because, like his G1 counterpart, Diesel has a much more vital role to play in connection with his fellow squad mates, that we can only see when we combine him. I welcome you to the Motor Squad Military Multiplexer known as M3 Combined Form. Truly, this guy is the warrior of combiners and the answer to the Autobot question of the aerial bots. In this mode though, like I said earlier, M3 is able to wield a large sniper rifle using a specially designed combined mode handle, which pegs securely into either of his hands. And surprisingly, M3 does have the ability to hold this rifle using both hands. When not in use though, you can open up a cavity in what is essentially Last Chance's legs and place the add-on parts within M3's forearm for storage. While doing this, you're left over with the shotguns, which can simply place onto the back of M3 here and store as well. M3 also comes with the accessory of a giant sword, which is combined from 4 pieces. Using the 2 main pieces from leftover panels of the truck and trailer mode, an additional pointy tip and a hilt which store both inside and below the trailer and truck mode, really finish this sword off to form one fairly massive bladed weapon for M3. It's a really nice use of parts and a must-have for the Stunticons team, let's face it. This sword pegs in similar to the rifle before and holds an M3's hand very snug and securely. Sadly, I think this sword though could have benefited from a slightly more silver tone than the all too common gray plastic that's used much throughout the alt mode. Of course, M3 does look fantastic with his sword, especially along the sides of his other Fans Project Crossfire releases, such as Colossus and the Aerial Bots add-on appendage set. Really, when looking at this guy in comparison to previous Crossfire releases, he is a significant upgrade in engineering, stature, and complexity. However, it's the complexity at times that sometimes ends up overcomplicating this guy, and there is something to be said about transforming figures that allow you to spend more time playing with them than time transforming them. That, coupled with the fact that my own personal copy of this guy had misassembly problems and joint tolerance issues that required my attention, means I can't highly recommend Diesel like I would, say, another Fans Project figure line, like the Warbot line or Function X line, without acknowledging that I see significant issues with this figure, not to mention some fragile bits that would cause me to worry about the long-term bottom line of this figure's future. But I can recommend this figure on the basis that in sheer engineering, this guy really steps you up compared to the other Crossfire sets, and also on the basis that this guy has a beautiful design and look, whether looking at it in alt mode, truck mode, or combined form. And of course, I recommend this guy if you purely want to just finish off your new Motor Squad team. In the end, I like the Motor Squad, but I'm really excited now for both Warbot Revolver and Function X's Not Mind Wipe. This has been Wackimus Prime, guys, saying I hope you enjoyed this review. We'll see you all next time.